people here have unity. Lies and threats will not survive. Lies and threats will not survive. The people standing side by side. The people standing side by side. Free DC! Free DC! Louder, y'all! Free DC! 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 Woo! We're going to do one more chant with you guys before getting started. When immigrants are under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back. When immigrants are under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back. When immigrants are under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back. When immigrants are under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back. When our campus is under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back. When our campus is under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back. Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what community looks like.
This is what community looks like.
Show me what community looks like.
This is what community looks like.
What do we want?
Free DC.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Free DC.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Free DC.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Free DC.
When do we want it?
Now.
All right. Thank you guys.
Good morning, Georgetown. Good morning. I know you all can be louder than that. Good morning, Georgetown. Good morning. Thank you all so much for being here so bright and early this morning. My name is Scout. I use they, them pronouns, and I'm a junior here at Georgetown and the Georgetown Student Coordinator with Free DC. I wanted to take a moment to thank the student organizations and organizers who made this happen. Shout out to Sunrise Georgetown, the Georgetown ACLU, Hoyas for Immigrant Rights, GU Pride, Get Free GU, Bulletproof Pride, and the Georgetown Asian American Student Association and Georgetown SJP. You know, students have been at the forefront of movements to resist authoritarianism throughout history, and we could not do it without the help of progressive legislators who advocate for student voices and representation. We appreciate the leadership of Senator Markey from Massachusetts and Georgetown alum Representative Jayapal, who will be speaking here today. And you know, it takes all of us to work together to end the occupation of DC. Because at the end of the day, who keeps us safe?
We keep us safe!
Who keeps us safe?
We keep us safe!
Is Representative Jayapal here yet? I cannot see. I cannot see. I cannot see far away. Okay. We can talk for a minute.
What we wait for Senator Jayapal, you guys are gonna hear from me, which is a lot less impressive, but hopefully will still be fun and interesting. So my name is Daisy. I'm the hub coordinator for Sunrise Georgetown. Love you guys too. And if you had told me I was going to be speaking here today, I would have been very surprised. Like a lot of people here, I came to Georgetown believing that I could change the world. Like, really funny, I know, but I did believe that. But every year, every class I took here, I got more convinced that I actually couldn't. The more that I learned about the systems, the hundreds and thousands of years of oppressiveness that has been in action since long before I was born, the more I felt small and powerless. I saw protests, but I didn't see them making a huge difference. But guys, I'm here to tell you that no one protest is going to change the world, but each protest is a step towards building a community, towards building a movement, and towards building a group of people that is ready to tell Trump that he doesn't have the right to our city, that he cannot take our campus, and that he cannot take away our right to free speech. So here at Georgetown, I know that we love to analyze our issues. We love to talk about what we would do if we were in power, but we don't necessarily love to take risks. We don't like to put our names on the line, our careers, or our futures on the line. So thank you all for taking a risk with me by being here today. Because I know that you know as much as I do that it's not our choice anymore whether or not we put our futures on the line. Our futures are already on the line. My main issue, the reason why I got involved in organizing is climate, and our future's on the line because of climate change, climate disasters, but also because of so many other things. I'm here today speaking because I can't organize for a livable future if we no longer have the right to protest on campus, if we're living through democratic backsliding, if we're living through a time in which Trump can deploy federal officers to our city and our school doesn't guarantee us the right to continue to have free speech. So we're here to ask Georgetown to guarantee that they will protect us when we protest on this campus, when we raise our voices. They say they're proud of us for advocating for what's right. So I'm here asking, prove it. Guarantee that we'll continue to be out here. We'll continue to be able to protect each other, to keep us safe, and to fight for all of our causes. Thank you so much.
Show me what democracy looks like!
This is what democracy looks like!
Show me what democracy looks like!
This is what democracy looks like!
Show me what community looks like!
This is what community looks like!
Show me what community looks like!
This is what community looks like!
Our next speaker today is Washington's 7th District Representative Camilla Jayapal. Representative Jayapal is the first South Asian American woman elected to the U.S. House of Representatives and is the chair of the Integrated Task Force for the Congressional Caucus, and is a vice chair of the Congressional LGBT Equality Caucus and is the co-chair of the Transgender Equality Task Force. She also serves as a ranking member of the Subcommittee on Immigration Affairs, Security, and Tourism.
Hey everybody, thank you so much to Sunrise and to Free DC and to all of you for being here. I am an organizer first and foremost. I just happen to be doing it in Congress now after 20 years outside, and I'm a Hoya. Georgetown right here in Copley, and I used to look out at the square and be a part of the protest here, and it makes me so happy to see you all here because the previous speaker is absolutely right. This is an unprecedented moment in our country where we have an authoritarian leader who is deploying federal troops to Washington, D.C., to cities across the country, militarizing our streets, kidnapping people on the streets, immigrants, people who look Latino and speak Spanish are now being given free rein to be kidnapped from Home Depot corners across the country. And the only bulwark that we have is the people. And so what you are doing here today is so important because at the end of the day, the checks and balances that were supposed to be built into our Constitution so that we could protect our constitutional rights are not working right now. Because when you have a majority party in Congress who refuses to actually hold a president, an authoritarian president, accountable, when you have a Supreme Court that is stacked with corrupt justices who take luxury RVs and trips from donors who come before the Supreme Court, then literally the only check and balance is you. So yes, you are taking a risk today by being here, by walking out with students across DC to say we are going to protect our rights. And what an incredible show of power, people's power it has been. this last weekend to see thousands of people on the streets of D.C., to see people fighting back against the narrative that we are powerless. We are not powerless. The people have the power. The power doesn't flow from the top down, it flows from the bottom up. And that means that when we withhold our power, when we withhold our willingness to go along with what the authoritarian leader is doing, that is when the people's power wins. They can't win without our support. So don't forget that every single movement, every single event, every single walkout, every single protest, every single act of non-cooperation is part of what it takes to build the people's movement. And you are here today because you believe in a different future than what we have right now. You believe in a future where billionaires don't control the wealth of our planet. You believe in a future where we have a planet to pass on to our people. You believe in a future where working people can earn a decent wage and send their kids to colleges like the one that you're going to today. You believe in a future where there is genuine equality and justice for everyone, no matter what race you are, no matter what gender you identify with, no matter who you are or where you live. That is the country that we are fighting for today, and I am so proud that you are here doing it with us. Thank you all so much. Check out my Resistance Lab. It's resistancelab.us. 2-hour virtual training on the most effective tactics to increase the ability to take risks. Because that is what it takes. In countries around the world, it only happens if you overthrow authoritarian leaders when the people fight back and when the people really put themselves on the line. So check it out. We are so happy to be here. Thank you, Sunrise. Thank you, Free DC, for the amazing work that you are doing. And thank you all for walking out and for showing that the people's power will always win. So say it with me, Free DC!
Free DC!
Free DC!
Free DC!
The students, united,
Will never be defeated. The students, united, will never be defeated.
Thank you all so much, and keep at it. We need you.
Hey, DU, can you hear it? Can you hear our mighty spirit? Hey, DU, can you hear it? Can you hear our mighty spirit? Hey, DU, can you hear it? Can you hear our mighty spirit?
Up next is Massachusetts Senator Markey. He is on the Committee on Health, Education, Labor and Pensions, and Environment and Public Works. Markey is a pioneer for climate justice and clean energy in the Senate and was the Senate author of the Green New Deal and has been a champion of progressive causes supporting gun control, single-payer health care, and affordable housing.
Beautiful. Thank you all. Thank you. Thank you all for coming out here. So, D.C. is under assault. When the Capitol was under assault on January 6th, Trump refused to send in troops to protect against this attempt for the usurpation of democracy, of the election of the President of the United States. He allowed for that assault to take place on the Capitol with no troops being sent in. But now, here in D.C., the President is attempting to create an impression that the crime rate is going up rather than down, that there is, in fact, a crisis here in the District of Columbia. And what he is doing is attempting, not just here in D.C., but in Chicago, in L.A., in Boston, is to try to characterize communities that are majority minority, that are majority black and brown, as being unsafe to live. And it's not a coincidence that he's picking all of these cities that are black and brown majority. It is to scare America. You cannot make America great again by making America hate again. That is what Trump is seeking to do. And what we have to do is to make sure that we stand up to him. And these governors who are sending their National Guard troops here to D.C. at a cost of $1 million a day, they should be protecting Medicaid and SNAP and educational opportunities for young people back in their own home states rather than participating in this charade that Donald Trump is creating here in the District of Columbia. This is not about policing. This is about political theater because Trump's political rating is going down because he knows that he is vulnerable. And he's just going back to his old standard play, which is racism, which is trying to play to the worst fears that he can instill in people across our country. That is what is at stake right now. And so we have to stand up. 250 years ago, the American Revolution began in Lexington and Concord. They stood up against King George, those Minutemen and women. They were knocked down, but they were not knocked out. They got up, they fought, and they won. And the abolitionist movement, we know that Georgetown is still reckoning with its own history with slavery. Those abolitionists, they were knocked down. They were not knocked out. They got up. They fought. They won. The suffragette movement, they were knocked down. They were not knocked out.